Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm called Mr. Matute Augustine from the Southwest Regional Fund for Health Promotion under Regional Delegation of Public Health, Southwest. We have a brief presentation on openIMIS. Once more, welcome to the openIMIS platform. This presentation will be based on beneficiaries under universal health coverage on data entry in openIMIS. We will then start with the first package talking about 0 to 5 consultation, and we should all note that all enrolled beneficiary in Cameroon Health using the MPI code synchronizes automatically in openIMIS. The first step for us to key in our data in openIMIS, first step using MPI code for 0 to 5 beneficiary. We click on insurance and policy, we click on beneficiary. Two boxes will appear, the search criteria box and the beneficiary found box. This is for us to search specifically for a beneficiary that we want to work with. You click on member insurance number and you paste your NPI code on the search criteria box, and you click on the search icon on the search criteria box, or you click on enter on your keyboard. Now the second box, which is the beneficiary found, we are going to see that we have one beneficiary found. If we have 0 beneficiary found here, it therefore shows that this beneficiary has not been enrolled properly, or you have made a mistake with the NPI code, or the beneficiary has not been synchronized in openIMIS. Once you see that, you contact the administrator. Now, once we have the one beneficiary found, you double click on the MPI code of the information which tells us the information of the beneficiary. Now, we have the beneficiary box, we also have the insurance box, and we also have the policy box. We are going to see that we have one insuree and 0 beneficiary and 0 contribution. Working with MPI codes with 0 to 5 beneficiary, we are dealing with just the policy when it comes to this page. And our main focus here is the policy box. And for us to attribute the policy, we click on the plus sign on the policy box, and it will take us to another page where we are going to fill the necessary information needed for us to attribute a policy to this beneficiary. And we should note that we have specific compulsory field that we must fill before all the information will be valid. And looking at that, the most important field and compulsory field that we have to fill is the field that has a visible and editable red star. That is the enrollment date, the product, and the officer when creating policy. And looking at that, clicking on the enrollment date, once we click on the enrollment date is the date that the beneficiary receive his or her first service in the facility. I will then take January 2025 as my first visit to that facility, and the product is the package that you want to give to that beneficiary. Since we are working with 0 to 5, we are then going to choose 0 to 5 as our product. 0 to 5. Then the last stage for us to fill is the officer, and this officer is the claim administrator keying in data in the said facility. This is my own officer. Then now we will see that the automatic save button will appear. We click on the save button. A pop-up box will appear saying that your policy has been successfully registered and the expiring date will be 2029 in the month of December 31st. Now we then wait for our Changut to appear on the right hand side on our screen. And once the Changut appears, from there the policy has been successfully created. And once the policy has been successfully created, the next step for us to enter is to give services to that client. And once for us to give services to that client, we go to claims, health facility claims. Once we click on health facility claims, we have sections that must be filled automatically. As you can see, the claim administrator. This one is being filled automatically, and once it's filled automatically, we have a plus sign on the right hand corner on our screen, and we click on the plus sign. It will then take us to a new page where we see the editable field with red stars, which are compulsory for us to fill. Insurance number, we place the MPI code, visit date from and visit date to. Visit date from is the date that the beneficiary come to the facility, and visit date to if the beneficiary was admitted and the date that the beneficiary was discharged in the facility. Since we are dealing with consultation, it therefore shows that the consultation is for a day. Therefore means that the visit date to and the visit date from will be on the same day. Now we are going to see that the name will automatically appear beside the MPI code. Now we come on claim program, it will automatically appear as 0 to 5 because that's the policy that we gave, that's the package we gave to that beneficiary. The claim number will be 00005 times and 1. It will actually go simultaneously as your client come day by day. Main diagnosis, since we are dealing with consultation with malaria 0 to 5, the code is 40, and once we click on 40, we have malaria due to Plasmodium falciparum. We also have malaria due to Plasmodium vivax, depending on the pathology that you consulted that client, that beneficiary. Visit type, it might be an emergency case, it might be a referral case. If none of the above, you then take order. Now we come down to the service. Now we click on the drop down arrow for. Now we have a 0 to 5. Once we click on the 0 to 5, we have our amount and we have our quantity 1 consultation. And now we have a save button that will appear. And once we click on the save button, it therefore shows that we have automatically done our claim successfully, because once you click, everything will go on grave without you being able to edit, and everything is successful. And once we have a Changut, and everything is good. And if we don't have a Changut for us and we have a doubt, for us to be able to know that this claim was successful, we come to claim for us to check. We come to health facility claim. Now health facility, we see that we come on our left hand side on our screen, we see claim status. You click on this plus, this X sign, for us to choose the kind of status that we want to check based on the claim. Now with respect to health facilities, we are going to choose enter for us to check our claim. We come to insurance and insurance number, you paste the MPI code there and you click on the search button or the enter button on your keyboard for us to search on this specific beneficiary that we are just from working and we don't have a Changut. And since we have doubt because we don't have a Changut, we are going to verify if the claim was successful, and now we are going to see that this claim was successful. The same procedure that was applied in this case for 0 to 5 is the same procedure that is being applied for tuberculosis beneficiary. The other thing that is different is the package name. And for us to give a package name, we have to attribute a policy. We specify the kind of package we want to give is tuberculosis. and you give a service directly. So same package for 0 to 5, procedure is the same package for tuberculosis procedure. Thank you and have a blessed day.